Hey, sorry I missed your call. I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you and I miss you. I really want you to call me back. And I'm sorry I missed your phone call and that I know you're done. So when you get this, can you call me back? I love you, and I miss you.
Nigga, what?
Oh my God! There is kids in here.
Please good brush.
What are you doing?
Just put out the joint!
What the fuck are you doing?
Put out the joint!
Enough.
I'm so fucking stressed out from running my pet lizard's Instagram account. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. I told my therapist, she said, we'll take a break from your pet lizard's Instagram account. I said, I can't. It's my sole source of income. I have to post a fucking photo of the lizard every day. Every fucking day. 4 or 5 reels with the lizard, playing with him, whipping his arms around in the air, throwing him in my little tiny apartment. It smells like lizard piss. Oh man, the drugs I have to inject in that lizard just to wake it up, just to get it moving for the day. I pumped all my money into this fucking lizard. My fans will comment stuff about how the work I'm doing is important, bringing the attention of the lizard community, or bringing the lizard to attention, lizard issues to the forefront. Piece of shit fucking lizard. I hate that fucking lizard.
ให้ป้าที่ไหนไม่รู้ให้ป้าเข้าไปในป่า
ตะลงเรียกสายปั่น
ให้ป้าไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
เรียกสายปั่น
สายป่านอยู่ไหน
ให้ป้าอยู่ไหนไม่รู้กลัวให้ป้าหลงป่าให้ป้าอยู่ไหนไม่รู้
สายปั่นไปทำอะไรแล้วไปฉี่เปล่า
ไม่รู้ให้ป้าเนี่ยหลงป่าให้ป้ากังวลใจกลัวให้ป้าหลงป่า
Playing football blind.
Anything's possible.
What is going on?
Ты меня достал, хватит лазить на стол, Толя, блядь! Толя!
з острова.
Якого хрена знімаєте? Смешно, дай!
А ну-ка, закрой дверь.
Смешной! Пошли вон отсюда.
Поняли. Уезжаем.
What are you doing? Just put out the joint. What the fuck are you doing? Put out the joint. Enough.
I'm so fucking stressed out from running my pet lizard's Instagram account. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. I told my therapist, she said, we'll take a break from your pet lizard's Instagram account. I said, I can't. It's my sole source of income. I have to post a fucking photo of the lizard every day. Every fucking day. 4 or 5 reels with the lizard, playing with him, whipping his arms around in the air, throwing him in my little tiny apartment. It smells like lizard piss. Oh man, the drugs I have to inject in that lizard just to wake it up, just to get it moving for the day. I pumped all my money into this fucking lizard. My fans will comment stuff about how the work I'm doing is important for
узорви усы. Да, Юля.
Лимон паранку.
It's nothing. It's fucking sick. You high, bro? Yo. Now you got the munchies, huh?
Hey, my nigga. Hey, you good? Yo, you good? You got your turn, man. You got the blunt.
You're out in the crowd laughing. I mean, we need a lot of wild laughs. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're at
Still remember from a while ago. Somebody tell a joke. Give us a joke here. We'll laugh.
Anyone have a joke?
I'll give you
An
some
actual joke.
So not that forced
What's
stuff.
a funny guy? A dirty one? Yeah, a dirty one. Tell it. When I was a little kid, I asked my grandpa what a vagina looked like. He said, well, before sex, a vagina looks like a beautiful flower with soft velvety petals and the aroma of a sweet perfume. And I said, well, what's it look like after sex, Grampy? And he said, did you ever see a bulldog eating mayonnaise? You got it? You're rolling with that?
Yeah, of course. Oh, God almighty.
Come out of some laughs with, do it to it.
Do it to it. Do it to it.
Hey, Bobby, I got another one that's gonna crack you up here. Why do you wrap a guinea pig with duct tape?
I don't know.
So it doesn't explode when you.
Do it to it.
Do it to it. All right, mighty fine.
That's what I creep about. It didn't work.
Oh, he's going to mail you a gerbil. And some duct tape.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His footsteps, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you and I miss you. I really want you to call me back. And I'm sorry I missed your phone call and that I know you're done So when you get this, can you call me back? I love you, and I miss you.
I don't even know how to do this. I've been watching so much news that I think my mind's going nuts. Because as of lately, you want to know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I'd take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd whip out her knockers fast and start throwing uppercuts like a boxing bag. I'd grab her by the nipples and I'd flip them up and down until they're flapping in the wind, and then I'd spin them all around and go Prrr. Have you seen them titties? Every time I think of them things, I'm giddy. She's far from the itty bitty titty committee. Come on, man, she could start her own team in the big leagues. I think about them just to pass the day. Man, I bet those fuckers ain't past the waist. If I laid on the ground with my head by your feet and she dropped them, they'd probably smack my face.
Having sex with a vagina is for absolute pussies. You know what a real man does? As a real gangsta myself, I take it in the ass. That's what real G's do with their bros. I'll tell you something. I may be known as top G in public, but here in my cell in Romania, I'm known as the bottom G. That's how we roll. I cannot think of a lower ROI activity than sticking your dick in pussy. It's a complete waste of time and energy. Just think about it for a second. Them hoes have taken literally millions of cock. It just ain't tight enough for me. But drilling a fellow G's ass, now that is completely a different story. Not only are you providing loads of stimulus for your penis, you are actively expanding your network by mingling with like-minded people. It's all part of making it into the top. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the secret to escaping the matrix.
better get ready and smoke a bowl. Get it together, start the stream. Let's watch some things that may be little obscene.
Virgie G is retarded like me, but he's the smartest retard in the whole galaxy. Virgie G is retarded like me. We're as retarded as reality.
Virgie G, Virgie do, but please don't curse me with your Virgie voodoo. Virgie G, Virgie do, don't put a curse on me with your Virgie voodoo.
Oh, hold on. I forgot that I had all my shit set up recording. Hold on. This isn't going to be awesome if all of my... Oh, God damn it! Cool, my internet is just all over the place. Awesome. Super cool. Much wow. So excited. Is it coming back? Bro, it is just jumping all over the place. I'm probably cutting in and out like a motherfucker. Okay, it seemed like that fixed it. Seems like. God only knows. Oh, get back on track. Hello there, friends and neighbors and friends and stuff. I'm, what the fuck is the second one like? Transparent slightly. What? Why is it like that? I don't know, I don't care. Seizure warning. There's flashing jihadis on the screen. And there's going to be a lot more of them in a minute. So, yeah. World War III is kicking off, huh? Israel and the U.S. are bombing Iran, and Pakistan and Afghanistan are at war now, which is like fucking, why are y'all fighting? It's like when two packs of wolves fight, it's like, y'all are like the same though. That should have fixed that. Well, probably. That should have fixed that. Yeah, so I suppose let's just cut right to shit popping off, huh? Pretty fucking wild. The Ayatollah is apparently dead. There are definitely people in Iran and actors who are at the behest of God who knows trying to spread that he's still alive, I guess for now, for morale. But the nigga got a Twitter account and like he could just be like LOL. But he's not. So that's not a good sign. Let me see. I know that like people have sent me shit. I don't know, let's just watch this, I guess. Oh, where are we at?
Yeah, Sandra, we just got this in literally 2 minutes ago, but Fox News can confirm that Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead following Israeli strikes against his compound and location earlier today. A senior Israeli official confirming this news. Earlier tonight, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu describing the strikes not only against the supreme leader, but against much of the Iranian leadership.
That's a lot of
strikes.
strikes.
The breakdown in strikes focused on leadership for the Israelis and military targets initially for the Americans, and has since expanded as this campaign is expected to continue in the days and possibly even weeks ahead. As we're looking at the current situation across the region, we're also gathering new information on what the Israelis have been doing against Iran.
He sounds so exhausted.
Official that the largest Israeli Air Force sortie against any country in the world was conducted this morning.
I guess he shouldn't have talked shit about Trump on Twitter. Yeah, that was ill-advised. Yeah. It turns out that, like, if you're a dictator and Donald Trump can come up with an excuse for drone striking your ass, you should maybe shut the fuck up. Like, you should maybe not do that. Especially if you have Saudi Arabia right next to you. Like, that close? Like, fuck Israel. Like, that's not, like... Saudi Arabia's right there, and, like, they're basically Israel and fucking the U.S.'s bitches. Because we've made all of their leadership so incredibly rich they can afford to shit on the chest of Katy Perry. They have amounts of money that they can put in front of fucking absolute A-list celebrities like Katy Perry that they can't turn down for letting a brown man shit on their chest. Like, they have, like, a whole industry of, like, fucking, like, of OnlyFans girls that go to Dubai and shit. And, like, dude, it's so hilarious. Like, you'll actually see it every once in a while. If you see an OnlyFans model go to fucking Dubai, she's gonna retire in, like, 3 months. Because she's about to make an amount of money that will sustain her and her grandchildren. And she's going to earn it by doing something that's going to make her not want to look at herself ever again. or sometimes they just die. That happens a lot too. Like that one chick that they found in the desert in Dubai that was an OnlyFans chick that was folded up like a fucking like outdoor furniture. And in pretty much the same condition.
with 200 Israeli fighter jets targeting 500 different locations, dropping hundreds of munitions.
10-10-8. Fucking nailed it. Board of sex money.
On a variety of different targets inside of Iran. The Israelis, while they were going after leadership, were all...
These motherfuckers have so much money that, like, the only things that fucking they, like, that even, like, gives them a splash of dopamine is shit that God notices.
Also looking to neutralize the incoming ballistic missile fire that has targeted their country throughout the day. Sirens sounded across Israel throughout the afternoon, sending millions of people into bomb shelters. But again, the takeaway here, the Israelis have killed Iran's supreme leader. That is being confirmed to Fox News by a senior Israeli
The
official.
takeaway here is literally all of the value that Iran had for China.
John, Sandra?
Okay, so Trey, you're obviously breaking that news for us just now. We'll be looking for reaction, obviously, on the ground in Iran and
all reaction, huh?
All over the Middle East region.
On the ground in Iran, huh? Let's see here.
Absolutely. This is a major...
I know,
blow to the
I
Iranian
closed the
regime.
video because I'm about
Iran's
to switch
supreme
it, but
leader,
I just
the
left it
Ayatollah
playing.
Khamenei,
Shut
was
up.
not a figurehead. He was the man in
Shut up.
charge of decisions as it relates to Iran's nuclear program.
Shut up. Damn, my shit is running slow. Now my computer, my internet. Like, look at this shit. What the fuck? How am I supposed to live with this? Oh my god. What in the fuck is going on here tonight? Like, it's loading, but it's like I have broadband, dog. Is Steam downloading something? No. About to tell these kids they got to turn their TV off. Oh, it loaded all 4 of those videos at once. That might also be the problem. Yo, people are lighting off fireworks and shit. Samurai Cicada said, bandwidth spirit bomb for Virgie. Come on, let's give him our energy. Yeah, bro. Fucking, this stream is boo. And, like, I just need all of Earth to, like, I don't know, get really sleepy for, like, a couple hours. I think that's what the spirit bomb does. Like, the whole, like, concept of a spirit bomb is, like, it's cool and it's adorably Japanese and shit, but like I don't really feel like it's a super big ask to be like, everyone, I need you to really want to take a nap right now, or else the universe is gonna die. Like fucking, I don't know. There was just always something about the spirit bomb that made it seem silly after the Boo saga. Like after they went around town and were like, come on, guys. You just gotta be like sleepy for an hour. It's not that big a deal. Turns out Virgie's internet runs through Iran. You're telling me those 25,000 dead protesters could have waited like a month and a half? Oh no. All they had to do was just stay home for like a month, dude. Just not protest. It was almost over. Oh, that's so fucked up. They were so close, dude. They were so close. So, just out of curiosity, how did Iran respond?
The Israelis. I think that.
The
Israelis. I think that's what the calculation now is. Regime preservation. Could you get a more pragmatic figure presiding over this regime?
Bro, you can see the intercept miss it too. There's the Iron Dome.
That's what the calculation now
and
is.
It did not hit.
Regime preservation. Could you get...
That is so wild. That's how close those fucking missiles get before something intercepts them, dude.
The Israelis.
You know how terrifying that is?
The calculation now is regime preservation.
Holy
Could you
shit.
Get a more pragmatic figure presiding over this regime? Sure.
Aaron, I just want to break in for a moment because we're looking at live pictures in the air over Tel Aviv, and obviously, as many people.
God, Samurai Cicada said, "Oh my God, we need like a medicine side effects commercial fast talking section, or for the spirit bomb." Fuck, I could write that, but it would take me a second to think up all the fucking side effects. Well, what? Well, group project, guys. I'm opening up Notepad. Okay. Lethargy goes up there.
People know, or maybe don't know, there is an Iron Dome that Israel uses as its missile defense system, and we're seeing it working now. But in some places and instances, it does not work. And I believe this is one missile feasibly that has broken through the Iron Dome.
And the Israelis, I think.
Yeah, it's a little different when the missiles aren't made out of their fucking water pipes, huh? How long before Iranian sleeper cells start suicide bombing malls? I don't know, man. That's a good question. It might honestly be a good idea to maybe like not go to like big crowded places for a little while, like a couple months. I mean, the guy was like universally hated, so God only knows if there's really like a shitload of support there. But that is a real that's a real concern, dog. Has Iran hit back? Because I know like an hour or two ago, or at least an hour or two ago, that they that Iran had said they were going to do something about it. But I don't know if anything's happened. I'm curious. Okay, we'll open that one. Iran strikes back 3 hours ago. Missile strike. That's 7 hours ago. I'm trying.
For decades, Iran has been a brutal.
Trying to put them in like chronological order. Those are intercepted. Yeah, and I'll open that live. All right. Let's see here.
Brutal theocracy ruled by an Ayatollah who crushed dissent and required strict religious observance. But tonight, for many Iranians, there is hope for change. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer has years of experience reporting from inside Iran, and she joins us tonight from London.
Shouts of joy rang from the rooftops across Tehran when Israel first announced the supreme leader was dead. It marks an abrupt end to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's 36 years in power. As the supreme leader, he was political target number one, and his private compound in Tehran was top of the target list this morning. Reports from the capital say besieged paramilitaries are now on the streets, cracking down on celebrations. These are some of the same forces who attacked civilians back in January when they came onto the streets to protest first against the economy and then against everything else they hate about this regime, from corruption to oppression. Thousands were killed. Those who marched then and survived will be exhilarated tonight by the news, but also afraid. They heard President Trump urging them to take over their government, but how? They have no guns and no organization, and they are up against millions of regime supporters.
That was weird. Why was OBS doing that? It was like share. That wasn't even on the same screen.
Supporters who will fight for the regime's survival, backed by well-armed security forces. This is a pivotal moment. If the regime should collapse, and that's far from certain, anything could take its place. A military dictatorship, a monarchy, or even, Tony, all-out civil war.
Elizabeth Palmer for us. Elizabeth, thank you very much.
Oh my God. What a pain in my ass. All right. That's 30 minutes. I don't want
to. Take it away.
Yeah, you should.
We have a considerable attack,
You
Bob.
just stand outside while missiles are flying.
6
That's a good
outgoing
idea.
interceptors. I'll have my photographer come up on the sky now here to see. It is going to be a little bit of a struggle to see what we're seeing, just because the breadth of the entire horizon and the skyline. These outgoing interceptors, that was a big one. And then, of course, as soon as you hear that explosion, the concern is for the falling
Iran
debris
is hacking.
that you cannot see.
Shut up, Spirit.
And the alarms over Tel Aviv now silent. I do apologize that I have my back to you as we're watching the sky to the east. A incoming or falling missile due east. Oh, this one looks like it's got that secondary booster on it that's firing. And we've got 2 low outgoing interceptors screaming across the skyline. Finn, are you able to see that there? They're making a sharp turn. They're going to try and intercept this now. It didn't look like they got it, and that's a hit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And this attack might not be over. That looks like the heart of town here. I think we definitely just had a hit.
Hey, Zach.
People just died, dude.
I don't know how close that is to you, but if you need...
Hey, bro, people just died. He's talking like legit, like he's playing Missile Command. Like, oh, that's a hit. Ah, damn.
To go somewhere safe, now's the time to do it.
It's unfortunate.
Well, if we would have, I don't think we would have been able to have much time to get anywhere anyways. That, what you saw there, a big plume of smoke now rising.
Yeah, that's
up
what
over
happens
the heart
when
of Tel
missiles
Aviv.
hit.
Yeah,
You see
Zach,
that
can
smoke.
you
Where in Tel Aviv do you
Yeah.
think approximately that landed there?
Yeah, how far away from where you are?
Right. Yeah, this is where we do have to be careful. I mean, I'm just going to give away the farm here when we say that.
Yep, don't say that.
That part of town is an important asset. Yeah. Heart of Tel Aviv, we still have outgoing interceptors from the north of the city here.
The news anchors were like, yeah, so what's your, like, if I want to mail you a letter, what's the address there? Hey, say your geographical location on live television while Iran is launching missiles. And oh yeah, they're not big fans of American journalists, so the fuck? I love his reaction too. Yeah, no.
Is an important asset.
Underneath of Israel is getting striked with missiles, and the ticker at the bottom: Radiohead condemns ICE for using its music.
Yeah. Heart of Tel Aviv, we still have outgoing interceptors from the north of the city here, and I'm looking at this outgoing interceptor. These are the short-range interceptor systems. This is what we know as the Iron Dome. What is attempting to intercept those ballistic missiles before they come in.
Bro, is somebody playing Bejeweled on their phone or something right now? Listen in the background.
As the Iron Dome.
This cameraman is playing phone games.
What is attempting to intercept those ballistic missiles before they come in, before that one screamed in and hit in the heart of town. I'm looking at that mushroom cloud now growing, heading, spreading our direction. The high altitude defense systems like the THAAD, that the U.S. system, or the Arrow defense system, the David Sling, those are the two Israeli systems. They're designed to intercept those outside of the Earth's atmosphere, really high altitude air defense. What we saw screaming up off the ground and making those sharp corrections, that's the Iron Dome. That's an older system that's designed as a last resort. And so as we saw that, as we got some more
It's awesome that we paid for that.
coming here and some
And that they won't tell us how it works.
high altitude interceptions, I count. Wow, that is
It's awesome that we paid for something that like we don't get to have too.
it's just incredible. The exo-atmospheric detonations that take place outside the Earth's atmosphere, remarkable to see. We have another one.
It's like buying your wife that cheats on you a new car that she doesn't even let you fucking ride in. Like, no, you not only can you not drive it, you're not allowed in it.
It looks like breaking apart now. On its way in, two more interceptors heading that direction for the missile.
Bro,
that
this
looked
guy
like
is
it was
legit
falling
playing
apart, and now
phone
we've gotten
games.
direction.
Listen.
See, we have another one. It looks like breaking apart now. On its way in, two more interceptors heading that direction.
Ryan King, he's playing Fallout Shelter. He's clicking on coins in that fucking Simpsons fucking retard game. I can't remember what the genre, what they call it, but it's the fucking all the games where you build a city and then like tap on coins over top of the buildings essentially is the whole fucking game.
For the missile that looked like it was falling apart, and now we've got nothing but interceptors outgoing in just about every direction. They're spreading towards, you have to wonder, different targets, or as we saw with that first one that hit two trying to hit the same target. There's a ballistic missile that is screaming into the north towards Haifa. That one does not look good. Another to the north has not been intercepted. That does not look good. Two more to the north. Where's those?
Oh fuck, that would be so cool if we got like an
buildings of
like,
outgoing interceptors.
Bro, how fucking badass would it be
And here we
if
have
we got
some-
like
this
an
is a
Iranian missile
considerable
falling
attack. I would
directly on a
wager that they
journalist's head
must
out
have
of this?
fired more than a dozen at least.
Yeah, those were those two hits.
Big explosions from either interceptions or direct hits. And this attack is ongoing, but for the
Sounds like he's narrating a tower defense game ad.
Tel Aviv was the focus of numerous ballistic missiles, but this attack spreads to the north and to the south, and we're looking at these things when they're, 50,000 feet, 30,000 feet in the air.
Clorox goes worse. You can't look at the car. She tries to steal your car every chance she gets, and she's trying to kill you.
They're screaming towards the ground, so you can't really gauge on the horizon against a black sky just how far away those missiles are. But I can, now that we've lived through this so frequently.
Yeah. And on top of all of that, you both live in the Rothschild's house, and you're fucking and both of you are fucking the Rothschild behind the other one's back.
Frequently here, I can.
Zach, let me jump in here and ask you while you're keeping an eye on things.
Sure.
How often are you getting notifications that missiles are coming in to Tel Aviv and into Israel right now? Is that pinging I'm hearing in the background? Is that notifications on your phone of just that?
Yeah, exactly.
He stopped him to ask what the fuck was going on with his phone.
Exactly. This is still ongoing here. And you can kind of get a preview when you're here at mid-level skyrise. You see the reflection on the windows of the bright streaks of light, and then you have to correlate where in the sky you're seeing that reflection. Additional to our south, and you're right, Bob, those pings, that's a different community or a different town across Israel. I've got more than 100 alerts from this Israeli notification app in just the last 10 minutes alone here. This is still ongoing. Our area of central...
Of course, the Israeli missile fucking notification app for Israeli citizens. Of course the notification sound is you opening a chest in fucking Zelda.
Israel does look like we're clear now, but this had to have been dozens of ballistic missiles that were fired in this attack, and going to furthering that a point there that the Islamic regime still has the capability, the capacity.
Sounds like you just caught a fairy.
To fire these large-scale ballistic missile attacks. The IDF has been telling us throughout the afternoon that they believe they've been having a tremendous success disabling the ballistic missile launchers.
Clorox said, do people actually watch Newsmax? Absolutely they watch Newsmax. Chris Cuomo shows his mother it all the time so that she knows that he's still employed. I'm telling you, Christopher, you need to get a real job like your brother. Ma! Andrew hasn't even worked in like fucking 4 years. He ran for office and he lost. But he'll always be a winner in my heart. He was governor once. What were you? You never held political office. You're just a Fredo.
This video being put out by CENTCOM earlier today, showing the full force of the United States in action during Operation Epic Fury that has since made national and international headlines, as you can imagine, right here on Live Now from Fox.
Yay! Freedom! Hell yeah, more freedom.
Now let's show you just a little bit more reporting from Fox.
That, what you're seeing right there, that's people in the Middle East getting freedom.
You can see here.
Look at all the
site of a
freedom.
direct impact in Tel Aviv. First responders are currently digging through the debris of the building behind me. They just pulled 2 civilians out. There were a number of injuries at this location, but the ongoing ballistic missile fire is making it incredibly difficult for these first responders to look for survivors, because every time the siren goes off, they have to rush into a nearby shelter and get underground. But you see here the massive amount of destruction to this building, a residential block. And they are bringing dogs in. There are still firefighters on the scene putting out the blaze inside the building. And they're using megaphones to call out to see if there are any survivors still trapped under the debris. This is the most significant impact.
Man, maybe they should have made those buildings out of the megaphone.
With the Israeli strikes and American strikes against Iran, where we can confirm Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, was killed along with 40 top leaders from the Islamic regime.
Lucas, Epic Fury is a fucking gay op name. Yeah, it's lame.
All right, some reporting there from Fox News' Trey Yingst doing incredible work out in Israel. Live look right now, Tel Aviv this evening. We are continuing to take a look at always the very latest. If we see any action in the sky, we will be bringing that to your attention right here on Live Now from Fox. But I want to bring in our next guest to help us bring in some more insight and analysis of what we have already seen and what we could possibly see in the future here. So joining me right now, Jonathan Shrum, Middle East expert. Great to have you on, Jonathan. Thanks so much for coming back.
Jesus, is that really your audio?
Live Now from Fox, and really history in the making.
That's them, dude. That's not me.
Absolutely. We still don't know exactly where it's going to end, but it's clearly the Middle East is likely going to be changed after this.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And let's
Whoa, that's the studio.
Now with
the guy in the field has better audio than the dude in the studio. What in the fuck?
What is going to how really in these next 24 to 48 hours is crucial for really continuing to try to topple this regime?
Well, ultimately, the key thing that needs to get done is that somebody needs to take control of the government and key institutions within the government. Normally, you'd want to be able to control the army and the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. It's unclear who's going to be able to do that, and it's unclear to me at this point.
Oh, the CIA
of Iran, who is a reputed moderate,
or whoever Mossad chooses,
will be able to
one of those
take control of the government and say.
And I know what you're thinking; those are the same thing. I know.
We're going to go with a new regime. We don't know that yet. To the best of my knowledge, the president has not been seen in public. The foreign minister has, but he does not have really a base of power. And ultimately, you really need to be able to control at least the army or the IRGC.
As we take a look at some of the video from the IDF earlier, were officials, do you think, Jonathan, do you think they were surprised that they were able to get to the leaders so quickly, or is this something that the planning was really all about?
I think this was a question of planning. It's a little bit surprising from the reporting that I have seen. It might have been that many of these people were in the same place. This is reminiscent of what happened in June when Israel was able to take out many of the people that many of the top people in the regime. You know, one person that I spoke to overseas speculated that this might have been something of a Last Supper, where the supreme leader Khamenei had everybody come in and gave them their last marching orders. And of course, the Israelis were probably tracking it and were able to.
Yeah, because they had 4 people in the room with him.
Kill many of the top leadership at one shot.
Is there any worry that, that they had some sort of contingency plan if this were to happen, and what we could possibly be seeing in the next 24 to 48 hours?
Absolutely. I mean, some of the reporting that had been going on over the last week or two was that, in fact, they were doing all this kind of contingency planning. And the question still remains, what have they left in reserve? We know that the Iranians have sleeper cells in Europe.
Yeah, they do.
There is fear of a potential dirty bomb that they could send to Israel or elsewhere. We don't know what is there. And so far, I mean, I saw a little bit of the reporting on the segment just ahead of ours that, they have hit Israel several times. We know that they were successful last time in getting missiles through, but we don't know what they have left. And we don't know really what they're planning. Just from a normal standpoint, I'm always a little concerned. This seems to have been gone easier than anybody anticipated in the early go-round. So I'm a little concerned about what's left, what we don't know about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think another worry, too, last question here to you, Jonathan, might be, what about the situation here in the United States? Is there any worry that there is any cells?
Oh, no, we're totally safe here in the U.S. Donald Trump said so. Nobody needs to worry about anything.
Planned within the United States now?
There's always worry about whether they're cells or not. I have to tell you that from the people I talk to, they know about.
Oh, the pager dick explosions were a thing of beauty. That was wild, bro.
I don't know. I haven't heard anybody who's confirmed to me directly that there were cells in the United States. So we can only hope that that's not the case.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Jonathan Strum, thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox.
Thank you, Jonathan Strum.
The analysis. Great to have you on, and you have a good evening.
Thanks. You too.
You too. Take care. All right, everyone. We are going to continue to roll on here on Live Now from.
Yeah, thank you. With your busted ass mic. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
We're just kind of talking through the night here.
What's going on now?
And if we see anything on this camera in Tel Aviv, I'll bring it to you in real time. I'm also watching.
How do I turn the chat off?
Point in Jerusalem and a vantage point in northern Israel as well. So if I see anything
go
on
away,
any
chat
feeds,
thing. I don't want the chat. I don't
the
care what
audience in real
people are
time. My
saying on
question for you,
Fox
Shuley,
News' live
would be,
stream.
do you believe that this moment could open the door to real change inside Iran? And what kind of change is most sought in Iran?
And we definitely hope that this again, this war was sort of imposed on Iranian people because of the regime. Iranian people, the war is between Iranian people and the regime of Iran, not between Iranian people and the United States or Israel. So for very much all these years,
Yeah, the war is between the people that aren't capable of dropping fucking bombs on them and launching missiles. Oh, okay.
they've been asking to let Iranian people take care of this regime, and they still can do that. We have a resistance that has a history, and we have resistance cells inside Iran, thousands of them, that act like street leaders in protest. They know how to protect the crowd. They know how to divert the attention of the police. They know how to confront. As a matter of fact, these resistance cells, a week ago almost, actually had a clash with the IRGC at the very place that was attacked today, and Khamenei died in there. It's called the Motahari compound. It's the most secure place in the whole country, and 250 members of the resistance cells were able to infiltrate, and 100 of them were either taken.
Yeah, can I get a man to talk about this? Can we do that, please?
They were arrested or killed. 150 of them went back to their bases. But that shows that the resistance cells are capable of carrying out activities as big as that. But the future of Iran must be decided by the Iranian people. We do not want any imposed, alternative or somebody from outside to be put in place. We don't want the
guess what's coming, honey? You think that the U.S. and Israel are gonna fucking spend money bombing your asses and then not want to say and fucking how things turn out afterwards? And by a say, I mean the final one. You're gonna get who the fuck they tell you you're allowed to have. Have fun with that.
Afghanistan or nation building, which I don't think President Trump is after that. But we want the Iranian people to be able to write their own future. They have written the history with their blood to this point. They tried the monarchy system for 50 years, and they said no to it with the revolution in 1979. And they trusted these religious people because the true leaders were in prisons of Shah. And so they thought, okay, they are holy people. They are probably going to be good. And 47 years proven them as being even worse than...
That's not what happened. The Iranian people didn't get a say in that. They had their revolution, and the CIA and fucking Mossad took that as a fucking golden opportunity. Their revolution was probably fucking caused by the CIA and Mossad. They seen it as an opportunity to fucking put whoever they wanted in charge, and they wanted fucking the religious people in charge. You got what the CIA wanted, and you're going to get what the CIA wants.
Other one.
And again, when I say CIA, I also mean Mossad. They're interchangeable, vice versa. Final Fantasy 3 is Final Fantasy 6. CIA is also the Mossad.
So Iranian people in their slogans have made it clear that they don't want to go back to the monarchy, and they don't want theocracy. The only path forward would be a secular, non-nuclear republic in Iran, where everybody is enjoying the freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of choice, and also we have freedom of assembly. We have gender equality. We have we have many ethnic groups around Iran, and they've been really oppressed by both those regimes.
Yeah, and they all definitely love each other, right? They all love each other, right? Oh, this is great. This bitch is fucking... She's so hopeful.
We want them to feel that they are as equals as anybody else. So bringing them in, we would like to have a global relationship with all countries, a very good relationship, a peaceful relationship, free market, non-nuclear.
I've never played a Final Fantasy before Final Fantasy 7. I've played like a little bit. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I played the Game Boy game a lot, which I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one that is, but I know it was on Game Boy. And that's probably it. I've played the other ones like very limitedly, but I've never played one. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I plan on doing it. I'm playing fucking Chrono Trigger right now. I started Chrono Trigger. And but the problem is I'm playing it on my phone, and I only play games on my phone when I'm going to bed, and I'm watching TV for a little bit, and hold on. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm playing Chrono Trigger, but I've only played it 3 nights, and one of those nights was fucking after the first night I played Resident Evil 9, and I was drunk, and I did not make it out of the first town. And then last night I played it, and I had been drinking, but not excessively, but I was also super duper tired. I ended that stream at 5 in the morning, and I did not make it out of town. So I haven't even made it I literally have not made it out of the first town. It is fucking hilarious. I am retard.
Separate judiciary system. Everything that you take for granted, everything that are written in the constitutions of the democratic country, very basic rights that every human would like to try is
to try.
So
you'd like to try out some right? You know, I'd like to try some rights out.
that would be the only path forward. And since the Iranian people rejected the monarchy and rejected the theocracy, the only way forward would be a non-nuclear secular republic. And National Council of Resistance, today, Mrs. Mariam Rajabi, as the leader of that, as the president-elect of the National Council of Resistance, announced and declared the provisional government, the formation of a provisional government. The president of the provisional government goes back to 1981 when the National Council...
The only Final Fantasy I've ever finished, and you guys are gonna fucking slaughter me over this. I've gotten pretty far in 7, but I've never beat it. Those games are just so fucking long, dude. And I've got pretty far into Final Fantasy 7. I got like a few hours into Final Fantasy 8. I've tried to play fucking 9 on multiple occasions, and I fucking hate it. I hate that fucking game. I can't stand it. The whole intro is just so fucking terrible. Oh my god, you do like a fucking gay little play thing at what, like in the beginning? It's so lame. Like 9 sucks. I've played through like most of 10. Like I was probably like 5 hours out from beating it, but like not like getting everything. Just like 5 hours out to where like, you know, like when you like every Final Fantasy, I know because I've watched a lot of people play Final Fantasy. But like there always is that point where like you get to the end and you can beat it, but then there's like a fuckload of other shit to do, like getting summons and shit like that. I was basically there with Final Fantasy X. The only one I've ever actually beat is Final Fantasy 12. and I almost 100%ed it. I only had one item left to get in the game, which was the best sword in the game. The Tournesol, I think it is. I think if my memory's fucking serving me well. And it is one of the most ridiculous items on the in the history of Final Fantasy to get. It is so fucking stupid and ridiculous. I had the big hardcover guide for Final Fantasy 12 because I fucking found it in one of our GameStops that like sold just like. We had 2 GameStops in the mall, and they were right across the hall from each other. Because in that mall, and then there was a GameStop outside of the mall, too. Like, right near the mall. It's hilarious. But, actually, I think the second one turned into that one. Like, they moved its location to there. But, anywho. Before GameStop bought EB Games, it was an EB Games that was right across the hall from a GameStop. And then they bought the EB Games, and they just changed the signage and left it there and shit. But they sold a lot of, like, they had a shitload of EB Games' stock for, like, years and years. Like, from just their old shit. And they, like, tried to get rid of that. But they also used it as, like, all, like, the clearance shit from all the other GameStops in the area would get sold there. So you could find, like, older, like, expensive shit, like, sealed and, like, new, but they were selling it for, like, pennies. I got the hardcover fucking guide for Final Fantasy 12. That was just fucking ridiculous. It was gigantic. For, like, $3. And it was supposed to be like $50 when it was new or some shit. It was retarded. I had that fucking guide like, covered in sticky notes for all the different pages that you needed for, like, getting this fucking stupid sword. Because Final Fantasy XII has this system in it called the Bazaar. And basically, the Bazaar is a fucking, is a shop that you unlock items out of by selling it items from that you, like, pick up off the enemies. Like, the shit that you would get off of enemies that's just to sell, you sell it to the Bazaar, and if you sell enough of them, it unlocks fucking different items. So, to get the Tournesol, you had to unlock 3 items to buy and fucking craft it or some shit. All 3 of those items took, like, 3 items themselves. And then all 3 of the items for all 3 of those items took 3 items. And all of them were, like, super duper fucking rare that only dropped off enemies that, like, had an extremely low fucking chance of spawning. It was fucking so ridiculous, dude. Hold on, let me... Fantasy 12... This is a video on how to get Tournesol. It's 25 minutes long.
Greetings, YouTube. Fuzzfinger here.
We are not watching that video on it. Nope. No, we are not. That was the only thing I didn't have in Final Fantasy XII. It kills me to look at this. I need a save editor for Final Fantasy XII, and I need to edit it to where I have everything but that. Just so I can get it. Otherwise, I'm gonna die and feel unfulfilled and, like, haunt something. Is there no talking in this? God damn it.
All right, this big baby.
Oh my god, all the videos are going to be like this. Or unnarrated. Mm-mm. All right. Now there's a bunch of guides for getting it before a certain point. All right, never mind. There's not a video on it that's not retarded. Never mind. Actually, let's listen to the retard talk for a second.
Greetings, YouTube. Greetings, YouTube. In today's episode of Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, I'm going to be showing you how it is you can craft the Tournesol, a very powerful two-handed greatsword that can be wielded by the knight. Right, so for this particular weapon, we're going to farm some items, some ingredients, which we can then sell to a vendor, and it will become available for purchase at the bazaar. So the items we need to farm for are gem steel, we need 3, imperial soul, we also need 3, and Serpentarius. Yes, we need 3 of those as well. So the gem steel are something I've already shown you how to collect in a previous video, so I'm going to put a link to that down below in the description. Go and check that out if you do not have 3 gem steel. That video will show you how you can get those. The Imperial Souls, of which again you require 3, have to be farmed for as well by collecting other ingredients, and the same is true for the Serpentarius. Now you should actually only need 2 more of the Imperial Souls and the Serpentarius, because you get 1 Imperial Soul from Mont Blanc for reaching the High Guardian clan rank, which is 300,000 clan points and 28 marks defeated. You should get that. And the Serpentarius, you should get 1 after acquiring all 13 Espers again from Mont Blanc. So you should only actually need to farm 2 of each. Now, in terms of the Serpentarius, you can actually steal the trial mode version.
Man, he makes this really, really boring,
so in order to craft a single Imperial Soul, what we need to do is sell the following items to a vendor. 2 times War God, and these have a 5% chance to drop the War God's band if you have the monograph for them to do so. So I'm just going to find out exactly what monograph it is for you. And
oh man, I hate this. I don't ever want to play this game again, actually. Now, watching that, I don't think I ever want to play that again now. Oh, that's terrible. Is there any updates on this? Iran. No, it's just the media going, look how happy everyone is in Iran that we're bombing them. But look at the happy ones. Bro, they still be launching missiles. I think that they got that one. Whoa, that was real. Whoa. Bro, that's fucking scary. Fuck this. This sucks. Oh shit. I think that building blocked it, but I think that one hit. Is this like right now?
Latest.
Wait, is this like some fucking Indian shit? It is.
करियर से अर्ली रिटायरमेंट हो या नए करियर की शुरुआत.
Bro, Indian news is the worst. They don't take shit serious. They have all like the most ridiculous graphics and shit.
PNB MetLife, always ready for life.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind. I pause. I reflect. I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
Vedika Sood is a national treasure. We would rape her most gently.
So many attacks. The chaos and cries of disaster zones.
to fighter jet cockpits and the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live, unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Center.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years.
His helmet was on wrong.
North Ukraine. In France, in Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Why is your helmet always sideways? Like, why are you...
NDTV. Across the country. He has tracked the pulse of power from Washington to Korea. Witnessed history being made.
Why are we doing ads for just your anchors?
Clarity to complex issues of national security and international affairs.
This editing is retarded.
International affairs like no one else. Only on NDTV network.
Every day, India writes a billion stories. We put them in perspective. IndiaTV.com, India's most visited English news website. Thank you for making us India's homepage. Okay, so like this isn't even covering the bombings. Like I want to see bombings. Well, hold on. Let me open that in a new tab because, like, when they're actually going to be on the air, trust me, it's hilarious. They're retarded. Hold on. Live. Why does it say 1/3/2026? So like ain't shit actually happening right now.
Attacks on Dubai, drone strikes on the Dubai airport. There's been a big plume of smoke, attacks overnight as well. Several explosions also heard across Doha, Bahrain and Kuwait. Iran's supreme leader, the Khamenei, killed in Israeli airstrikes. Khamenei's daughter, son-in-law, Iran's defense minister, among those.
God damn it, I wish I could just rewind so I could show you. Dude, the Indian fucking Ukraine footage was the most, like, it was wildly retarded. Damn, that's fucked, bro. Probably get you live update from Israel. I mean, if this is what's going on in Israel right now, then I don't really think there's a need for it. Like, it doesn't really look like much is going on right now this second. This is just footage from last night in Israel, I think. Oh no, they're bikes. Ma'am, take your dog home. What are you doing? Why are you just filming this? Leave. Go home. I mean, if shit pops off, like, of course, send it to me. But also, like, I don't really think anything's happening right now. That's like a big fire. You should like walk away from that. Jesus. The potholes in fucking Israel are insane, dude. Telling me all that money we give them, they can't fix their fucking roads. I mean, look at the state of the place. They talk shit about America, and it's like, yeah, well, you guys just have bonfires and fucking in your sidewalks. People are sick. Spirit said ain't shit happening. I think one person died in that missile that got through. I mean, it looked like a couple got through.
אני לא יודע מה אתה מצלם, אבל בוא, תתרחק, כי יש פה סכנה. אבל אמרו למשטרה לא להיכנס, אמרו לך לא להיכנס. צא בבקשה החוצה. אמרו לך לא להיכנס. צא בבקשה החוצה.
All right, yeah, we get it. They got bombed. All right. I'm trying to think of a way to do this without cutting off YouTube. God, Trump put out a thing, and I don't even want to read it at this point. He just makes anything, like, he just ruins it. He should just shut the fuck up. Mm. Big Peacenik said, as someone who works for a company that makes parts for artillery shells and barrels, can we please get some goddamn boots on the ground? uh Yeah, see, the thing about that is Spirit sent me earlier. I don't think there's ever really going to be boots on the ground again.
Every hour, and we've been continuing to cover the very latest with Iran, the Middle East, and so much more. Hi, everyone. Mike Page here. Thanks so much again for joining us this evening. As all throughout the day, we will continue to bring you these updates all in real time. We heard from the White House that they closed the press lid for President Trump. So if there is no major breaking news, we won't see him on camera. Keeping an eye on all of those details for you right here on Live Now from Fox. This was the big Truth Social that President Trump put out a little bit more than about 2 hours ago, saying agents and highly the behind the scenes that Reuters is able to report on some of this intel that we are learning of the process for President Trump and really these geopolitical ties that have really been measured and calculated within the last couple of months. Reuters are reporting ahead of the U.S. attack on Iran, President Donald Trump received briefings that not only delivered blunt assessments about the risk of major U.S. casualties, but also touted the prospect of a geopolitical shift in the Middle East in favor of U.S. interests. The U.S. official told Reuters the launch of what the Pentagon called Operation Epic Fury on Saturday plunged the Middle East into a new and unpredictable conflict. The U.S. and Israeli military struck sites across Iran, triggering retaliatory Iranian attacks against Israel and nearby Gulf Arab countries. The official who continued to speak, and we'll get to you some more video here in just moments, but again, talked a lot about the situation of where we're at right now in these next couple of hours and really leading into the next couple of days as well. Also want to show you this here by U.S. Central Command putting this out on X, saying a historic first. CENTCOM's task force Scorpion Strike for the first time in history is using one-way attack drones in combat during Operation Epic Fury. These low-cost drones modeled after Iran's Shade drones are now delivering American-made retribution.
Just a few days ago, the U.S. Central Command
What we're seeing today marks one of the most important shifts in U.S. drone warfare in decades. For years, Iran and its proxies have used cheap, long-range kamikaze drones to shape conflicts across the Middle East. And the US was always reacting. But now, for the first time, Washington is flipping the script. America has deployed its own long-range Shahed-style attack drones, and they're not just prototypes. They're operational. They're already based in the Middle East, and their mission
is
sorry,
I was muted.
Put new pressure on Iran and rewrite the drone balance across the region. 9:16 a.m. Eastern Time, the Pentagon confirmed that the U.S. military has stood up its very first operational unit built around these weapons. It's called Task Force Scorpion Strike, or TFSS. And this isn't a minor experiment. This is a signal, a warning, and potentially the beginning of an entirely new chapter in America's drone warfare strategy. Earlier today at 9:16 a.m. Eastern,
If they cost the same amount to make as munitions, then why not?
Lucas, short for Low-Cost Uncrewed Combat Attack System. These Delta Wing drones were developed with direct U.S. military involvement, and they're very clearly modeled after the Iranian Shahed 136. You can see it in the silhouette, the engineering choices, and even the proportions. And there's a reason for that. According to a U.S. official, the Pentagon got its hands on an actual Iranian Shahed, studied it, and reverse engineered it. The goal wasn't just to copy it, but to exploit the strengths that made it such a devastating system. CENTCOM, U.S. Central Command, announced today that TFSS...
Hey guys, turns out the Americans can steal intellectual property too.
...has been fully established, and that it falls under U.S. Special Operations Command Central.
Good point. HL 2070 said it's not kamikaze if it's unmanned.
Or SOCCENT. This task force was also supported by CENTCOM's new Rapid Employment Joint Task Force, a team specifically formed earlier this year to push new technologies into the field far faster than before.
He had an iPhone.
That alone tells you how quickly the Pentagon is now trying to expand its drone arsenal. TFSS itself is small, roughly 22 personnel, but their mission is huge. They're responsible for fielding, operating, and scaling the entire Lucas fleet in theater. According to officials, these drones are all...
Bro, wait. So you're telling me that all of the targets that the US just hit, or like a good portion of the targets the US just hit, was done by 22 people? What?
Already based and delivered in quantities that give the US a significant level of capability. Numbers weren't given, but the emphasis was clear. This isn't symbolic. This is mass production. The drones themselves are roughly 10 feet long with an 8-foot wingspan. They're built by SpectreWorks, an Arizona-based company that has been collaborating with the Pentagon in the innovation and testing space. And here's the game changer. These drones are designed for autonomous coordination. That means networked strikes, swarm tactics, distributed operations. The exact kind of capability Iran and Russia have been experimenting with, but now with American engineering and American satellite infrastructure behind it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing there. The infrastructure. Bro, that's fucking terrifying.
Each drone costs about $35,000. In military terms,
$35,000. Oh my fucking Christ. They are going to make millions of these. Do you know how fucking cheap that is for, like, hold on. Hold on. Let's see here. How much money does Each. Military fighter jet cost. How much money does each sorry. Advanced. Okay. Where is the air to surface? Recent budget wise. High-speed anti-radiation missile, suppression enemy air defenses. I'm trying to find like what the cost of one of the air-to-surface missiles that are fucking fighter jets. Okay, cool. So the AGM-88 HARM high-speed anti-radiation missile, including ARGM variants for suppressing enemy air defenses, is typically 200,000 to $1 million per unit. Next generation BVR air-to-air missile classified. Okay. The AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, including JSSM-ER Extended Range, Stealthy Long-Range Cruise Missile for precision strikes against high-value targets. Essentially what these are doing is 700,000 per unit. Or the bigger one, the more expensive variant, is 1 to 2.6 million per unit. This is legit going to change the face of fucking U.S. warfare.
Incredibly cheap. In fact, it's a fraction of what traditional long-range U.S. strike systems cost. And when you multiply that by dozens, hundreds, or eventually thousands, you get a real strategic capability. One that can overwhelm air defenses, saturate enemy radars, and deliver targeted strikes at long range without risking a single pilot. CENTCOM describes Lucas as having extensive range, capable of operating well beyond line of sight. Launch options include ground catapults, rocket-assisted takeoff, and mobile vehicle-based systems. And according to the U.S. official, land isn't the only place they can launch from. Ships are very much on the table. The core idea
like all those ships we put over there by Iran recently.
Operate them in big numbers and make them so affordable that losing one doesn't matter because you still have 20 more coming behind it. Now let's talk design. The U.S. official made it very clear the Lucas drone pretty much follows the Shahed design, and that was intentional. The Shahed 136 is brutally simple, mass-producible, and effective. It's powered by a small internal combustion engine, carries around an 88-pound warhead, flies at around 100 knots, and can travel about 1,200 miles. Iran and its proxies have used it to hit cities, power plants, radar sites, and military bases. Russia now builds its own variants, called Garan drones, which it's using every night in Ukraine. These drones may be cheap, but they eat up expensive interceptors, drain air defense resources, and force defenders to stay on high alert. SpectreWorks has a related target drone, the FLM-136, with a published 444-mile range, 6 hours of flight time, and speeds around 74 to 105 knots. It's unclear how close these specs are to the operational Lucas system, but we do know the US version has been modified for autonomous operation and swarm behavior, something Iran and Russia are still working toward. From an analyst perspective, this reverse engineering effort is fascinating. Rather than building a new exquisite drone from scratch, which would cost millions and take years, the US essentially adopted the Shahed concept and Americanized it. Better processing, better navigation, better networking, and most importantly, a pathway to mass production. And that's where this becomes far bigger than the Middle East. Shahed-style drones have changed warfare. Israel has dealt with them. Ukraine deals with them every night. Saudi Arabia faced them. And now, the U.S.
Fucking P-Stick said, artillery shells are like $3,500 for a bigger boom, and flag triangles for widows are practically free. Now let's get some boys down close.
After watching years of Iranian and Russian success with this low-cost, high-volume approach, is finally bringing that same playbook into its own arsenal. For years, the U.S. military viewed Lucas-style drones mostly as target systems, something to shoot at for training. Today's announcement is the first time the Pentagon has openly confirmed that these drones are now operational weapons. And not just weapons, tools to change the strategic calculus with Iran. A U.S. official stated it directly. In essence, we are able to flip the script on Iran. Why? Because Iran's advantage wasn't just having drones, it was having lots of drones. Enough to overmatch air defenses, enough to force Israel to fire million-dollar interceptors at $20,000 munitions. Enough to let proxies strike U.S. bases, commercial shipping, and regional infrastructure. The U.S. has never had a comparable mass-produced long-range attack drone. Until now. And the official spelled out what this means. The same overwhelming volume of drones Iran used to destabilize the region can now be turned back on them. If needed.
We said call me a traditionalist, but I say it's nerf for nothing.
The U.S. could launch dozens, even hundreds of Lucas drones at Iranian infrastructure, proxy bases, or missile sites. And
that one did. Hey, I know your promotional video is cool and all.
Of Lucas drones at Iranian infrastructure.
But that one's missing its blade wing. You might want to
proxy bases.
You might want to put that on there.
And it could do so without risking aircraft or crew, forcing Iran to burn through its own finite air defenses. That is the strategic reversal. So far, TFSS has only used the drones in demonstrations and tests. No combat use yet. But they've proven the capability.
How long was this made? This video was made 2 months ago? Well, update. It has seen combat use now. And it did good. It did, like, really good. Okay. The title of this video is, or this stream is, Live from Jerusalem as sirens sound in Israel as Israel warns of the possibility of missiles. It looks like the last missile. Oh no, that's the moon. Doesn't look like there's been any. Somebody fucked the camera up. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's going on. Man, I guess Iran's just a bunch of bitches. Okay. So I'm ending the YouTube stream so I can talk about music and fucking not have to dance. You know what? Never mind. I'm saving that for... No, if I save it, I'm never going to get to it. And also, I might end this and start playing Resident Evil. But who knows? Actually, probably. I do want to play Resident Evil, but I also want to take a break for like a couple minutes. So, By Spirit, who's the only person really watching on YouTube at this point. There's like people lurking, but he's the only one